Welcome, curious minds, to another deep dive.
Great to be here.
Today, we're diving headfirst into William Gibson's All Tomorrow's Parties.
A fantastic choice.
If you know works like Neuromancer or Virtual Light, you know Gibson. Award-winning author, master storyteller, his worlds feel, well, almost too real sometimes.
Eerily prescient, yeah.
So our mission today is to unpack this novel, look at the characters, the pretty mind-bending tech, and his vision of the near future. It often feels like looking in a mirror, you know?
Absolutely.
Think of this as your shortcut, maybe. A way into this complex story. We'll pull out the key bits, surprising facts, maybe have a little fun with it.
And what's really remarkable, I think, about All Tomorrow's Parties, published way back in '99, is how Gibson saw so much of our current reality coming.
Right.
But he didn't just stop there. He, pushed those ideas into really thought-provoking places.
He extrapolates.
Exactly. It's this unique mix of gritty, human, and speculative stuff, all woven together with information, emergent systems. It's classic Gibson.
Okay, so from those big themes, let's dive in. We start with two really vivid, contrasting cityscapes Gibson gives us. Tokyo's Cardboard City and San Francisco's Bridge.
Two very different worlds, yet strangely connected.
We meet Yamazaki first. He's called an existential sociologist, and he's wading through this oceanic clatter of commuting feet under a Tokyo station.
Just the sound of that.
Yeah, and he's entering this whole other society, these improvised shelters constructed by the city's homeless.
And this is where it gets interesting, because Gibson turns what sounds like simple destitution into something, well, much deeper.
How so?
The Cardboard City isn't just about poverty, it's like extreme adaptation. There's this hidden order, almost an artisanal quality to it.
Yeah, he describes them as tidy hovels. They're reinforced with mailing tubes.
Right, lashed together with a salvaged polyribbon. And inside, halogen lights, tatami mats, books.
Even small TVs.
Yeah. So it raises this question, what happens when society's edges develop their own complex, self-sustaining cultures, building meaning out of what's discarded?
It really challenges our idea of home or community, doesn't it?
Totally. And inside one of these shelters, Yamazaki finds this unforgettable guy.
The old man.
Yeah, naked except for a breech clout, cross-legged, just building these incredibly detailed models.
First a robot or like a military exoskeleton, then a multi-headed dinosaur.
And Laney, the main character we'll get to, he later thinks this guy is a sensei of kit building, a national treasure.
And the key detail is the flaw, right?
Exactly. He deliberately leaves this single minute and somehow perfect flaw in everything he makes.
Like a statement. Nothing is perfect, nothing ever finished. It's quite profound, hidden in that little detail.
And that idea, that hidden order, that self-made reality, it stretches across the ocean to San Francisco's Bay Bridge.
Ah, the bridge.
Gibson reimagines it completely. It's not just infrastructure, it's this huge autonomous zone.
He calls it dodgy. Safe enough, but definitely not tourist safe.
Right. Unregulated, self-governing. The people stay on the bridge, the police, well, they stay off.
And like the Cardboard City, it's built from, well, junk.
Junk, used lumber, plastic, whatever people could find, all just lashed together, somehow making it work.
It's a fascinating parallel, isn't it? These two urban ecosystems,
Right.
born out of necessity, making their own rules.
It really hammers home Gibson's theme of emergent systems, whether they're digital or physical.
But these places, these interstitial spaces, they're just the setting. Out of the Cardboard City comes Colin Laney.
Our central figure.
And here's where it gets really interesting. Like you said, Laney's a quantitative researcher. He's carrying this burden, the whole.
This absence at the fundamental core of his being.
And he has this strange sickness tied to a drug, 5-SP.
Which weirdly lets him see nodal points.
Nodal points, explain that.
Think of them as critical moments in time, spots where reality is sort of unstable, where everything's changing. Laney's hole isn't just psychological. It's like it makes him hyper-aware of these information flows, these patterns underneath everything. He can almost see the ripples before the wave hits.
So he's not just watching.
No, he's becoming part of the data flow itself. He feels this impending global shift. And his mission, his urgent need, is to find a man on the ground in San Francisco.
Barry Rydell.
Barry Rydell.
Yeah.
To find someone specific and get ready because, as Laney puts it, something's coming down.
And Rydell, Laney's choice, he's compelling too.
Yeah.
Ex-cop from Knoxville.
Classic Gibson twist.
Ends up as night security at a place called the Lucky Dragon. A convenience store, but like a futuristic module one.
And these lucky dragons are everywhere. Global Chain, Paris, Brazzaville.
And they all have that global interactive video column.
Yeah, showing live feeds from stores all over the world. It's this constant real-time window into this connected but also really fragmented world.
Rydell's story kind of sums up that Gibson conflict, doesn't it? The individual versus the system.
Absolutely. He actually connected Laney with Yamazaki back in Tokyo.
Oh, right.
But then he gets fired from Lucky Dragon. Why? For fraternizing with guests. Basically for being human, showing some compassion.
Tried to help someone.
And it cost him his job. Shows you the coldness of that future.
Then we meet Chevette, ex-bike messenger. She's got history on the bridge.
Deep history. Tied to an old man named Skinner, who's now dead. The bridge is part of her identity, somewhere she felt somehow complete.
And she's heading back to San Francisco with her friend Tessa.
Who's a media sciences student wanting to make a documentary.
Uh-oh. Walking right into it.
Pretty much. And watching, often from the shadows, is Conrad.
The man in the loading coat. Very mysterious.
Highly skilled. Carries a black blade, a ceramic knife. Operates with this philosophy based on the Tao.
He seeks absolute simplicity. Unlike others, addicted to complexity.
Yeah, he's described as a people eraser, leaves no trace, sees everything as process.
His cold efficiency is such a contrast to Laney, Rydell, Chevette.
Makes for a really diverse group caught in this one big storm.
So with all these characters converging, what's Gibson saying about reality itself? He gives us tech that really blurs the lines.
Seriously blurs them between what's real, what's just information.
And the big example is the famous aspect projector Rydell gets, which creates Reitoi.
She's not just a hologram, she's a Japanese virtual star, an Aidoru, an emergent system, he calls her. Purely media.
But she insists.
I am real.
Yeah.
And her existence just throws our definitions of identity, of consciousness, right out the window.
If something born from code can feel, learn, have intentions, what does that mean for us?
Exactly. How do you define life or self when you have emergent AI and, as we'll see, molecular replication?
She's more than just an image, too. She can be tiny, 6 inches tall.
Or literally glow, be a source of light. And she wears clothes mirroring Rydell's, but hers fit perfectly.
And even though she's code, software, she talks to Rydell, asks about Laney. She seems to have agency.
Got a purpose developing.
And it's not just virtual stuff. Gibson pushes it further with the Lucky Dragon nanofax.
Ah, the nanofax.
Yeah, not just a fancy 3D printer. This thing copies solid objects from one store to another at the molecular level.
Think about that. Instant, perfect copies. What's original? What's the duplicate?
And then, the pivotal moment, the birth.
Yeah, a physical Reitoi emerging from a nanofax in a Lucky Dragon.
Just described as a butt-naked girl.
Who walks fast to the front, opens the door, and just walks right out.
From data to physical presence, just like that.
It's a huge leap. Beyond VR into like actual materialization, the digital literally becomes physical.
It blows your mind a bit.
It really does. And it connects sort of to the idea of the walled city, this virtual place where some characters operate.
Like Klaus and the Rooster.
Yeah, maybe an alternative reality, a digital refuge for people who have vanished in there.
Yeah.
Building their own version of a place that used to be real.
So all these things together, Reitoi, the nanofax, the walled city, they make you completely reevaluate what real even means.
And how technology can build or maybe destroy our whole perceived reality.
So as these lines blur and things accelerate, it gets pretty intense on the bridge.
Dramatically intense. Conrad, the load and coat guy.
He shows his skills, targets these two guys, Playboy and Raton.
The ones with the weird snake eye contacts.
Yeah. Kills them with his ceramic knife, surgical precision, severs a spinal cord. Chillin' stuff.
It really highlights Gibson's vision of like chaos and control bumping up against each other. Individual lives caught in these huge unseen forces.
The bridge, already this autonomous zone, becomes a literal tinderbox.
A symbol for a world being forcibly reshaped, a microcosm of the fight for the future.
Exactly. And Chevette gets caught right in the middle. Tense run-in with her ex, Carson, in a bar.
And then Conrad shoots him.
Meanwhile, Laney, back in his fetid box.
He's diving deep into the data of this guy, Harwood.
And uncovers this terrifying plan. Harwood wants to burn the whole bridge.
The whole thing, from Bryant Street to Treasure Island.
Yeah, using radio-activated incendiaries. His reason, to stop Reitoi's presence in this impending cusp, this transformation he fears.
Wow, so the stakes just got incredibly high. It's not just individuals now, it's wiping out a whole community, denying a future.
Which leads to Rydell and Chevette's escape. using Skinner's funicular.
That elevator trolley thing, crawling up the tower's ironwork.
A desperate escape route built from the bridge's own ingenuity.
You have to admire that.
But just as the bridge is burning, everything seems lost. Then this almost surreal thing happens. These massive, block-wide, impossible brows of greasy gray metal. Omaha transfer painted on them.
Descending out of nowhere?
Dropping water on the fire. It's like this unexpected, huge corporate force stepping in. A reminder that even the wild places aren't totally off the grid.
Strange intervention. Amidst all that chaos, the characters find their own endings, or maybe transitions. Each one kind of reflects a different path in this future.
Laney, in his box, feels this spreading cold.
And then suddenly, beautifully, he's in Florida sunlight, remembering his orphanage days, smiling, feeling home at last.
So what is that? Transcendence? Joining the data flow?
Maybe a peaceful surrender to the change he saw coming. Seems fitting for him.
And Conrad.
Oh, Conrad escapes, ever the pragmatist. Uses a tool hidden in his fancy Italian buckle.
Always prepared.
Always ready. Pure process, moving through the world. Total philosophical detachment.
And then there's Silencio, the kid who helps Fontaine.
His transformation is remarkable, from street kid to something else.
Using military iPhones, hunting watches, guided by Ray Toei's hologram.
He's embracing this new mode of being, finding a way to thrive in this information-soaked world, adapting.
What an incredible journey we've taken then through all tomorrow's parts.
It really covers so much ground.
Explored the cities, the characters, the tech that bends reality.
The constant push and pull between humanity and what it creates.
Yeah, the face of Yamazaki, Laney, Rydell, Chevette, Silencio, Ray Toei. They're not just plot. They show a world constantly shifting. Old realities breaking down, new possibilities emerging. Scary ones sometimes.
Definitely. Gibson isn't just predicting one future. He's showing us the process of change itself. A perpetual present where reality's negotiable, identity's fluid.
The future as an emergent system.
Right. Shaped by us, shaped by tech. It makes you really think about what it means to be alive, aware, even what home means in a world that won't sit still.
He shows how people adapt, survive, find meaning in the cracks.
While these big, unseen forces try to control everything.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, it leaves us and you listening with some big questions, doesn't it?
For sure.
In a world where you can nanofax anything, molecule by molecule, where consciousness might just be code, where history itself is plastic, manipulable, what's actually permanent, what's immutable?
Good question.
And if Laney's right, if everything is just process, what's the final outcome we're all moving towards?
Yeah. What is it all leading to? Definitely something to chew on long after this conversation ends.